What's up, all? This is me, Round 5. Yes, it's kind of bizarre. Basically, a voice reveal in a very random V. I have to say, kind of weird. But it was an idea that I was thinking before, so this is like first time to do and see how it goes. So if you guys like, leave a like, comment, see if you kind of worth it bringing those sort of videos together. And maybe this is gonna be working, maybe just with the time trials, if that's a good one, because they're gonna be interesting to work with. So no, for starters, let's go with this. So there's like a very different time trial, like one of the different ones, and kind of like hard to get used to, which is the 917 Live Legend on high speed ring. Now, we look at this like, okay, what is so different about it? Well, first of all, we were talking about a car with almost 1,000 horsepower on a track that is like very short and with a lot of speed places. So you have a combination that like either will destroy you in the first corner or you will be spinning out every possible way. And it's not that different. So in this case here, uh, like just giving a little bit of a context, I was using a ghost to like to a ghost to help me with a little bit with the with the sort of lines you use, because as you can later on be seen, it is a track that like you don't follow the normal like racing line, because in some poor points you're gonna be going two on the outside, and in other points you have to be going like very on the inside line. It's a very peculiar way to drive in this track. So now about like the car, which is the 917 Legend, basically a homage to the 917K from the 70s, which was a brutal flat 12 rear like mid-engine car. Porsche was being wild with the sort of engines they were putting in their car. And the difference between like before is like normally those cars would be like trying to send you to the walls when you brake or anything. This one in the question is kind of off of that. You probably gonna be either understeering or understeering. You don't have much in between. It's like those two places there. It's kind of complicated to drive this car at first because you don't have much room to get used to it. Seems like, of course, you're gonna be like on a very fast track, so you're gonna be struggling here and there to get used to. But it's interesting. Now, a little bit about the car too, like more information about it. Like, it's kind of like to do this too. Um, it's a flat plane V8 coming from the 1918 hybrid, which was one of the best cars on the 2010 era. For those who remember LaFerrari, the P1, and the Porsche was based on the top three cars back in the time. And this car used the same engine as 918, but less hybrid and two turbo that bring this car from, you will see the car going like 700 horsepower to 976 horsepower, which is kind of brutal if you think about it. That like just those turbos can make a hell of a difference in the car. It comes with a downside, which you might have some turbo lag in the middle. It's not too much, but depending on the situation you are, when you try to push too much, the car gonna give you the warning of like, yep, you're spinning now. But most of the time, you will be suffering with a very bumpy suspension on a track that, I mean, kind of is bumpy too. No, you're gonna be suffering a little bit here and there, especially on sections such as after the like the high speed zone, which is like the straight line, the finish start straight line, and the banked left corner. You're gonna have like a middle set, like a middle to like low speed section right in front of you, which is gonna be a really problematic part for you to get used to it. Which kind of gonna make you like question how the fuck people do those sort of times you can see like 1 minute and like maybe 59 seconds. I never saw that, but yeah, someone gonna be the crazy one to do that. I only saw like 1 minute and like point 0.5, 0.2 seconds, which kind of like it very like bizarre how to do it. So here's like kind of like a quick rundown too. So now that I finished talking, you're gonna start like talking about like how to go on the track. So you guys are gonna be following a little bit of my shenanigans on the track, and then I'm gonna leave a no commentary at the end of the video, like just straight up me driving the car, like trying to do like my best lap, which was 1.1.6074. Sorry, a little like Going a little fast here, but yeah. So that's it. Now we're off to the kind of like the rundown of the race. Hold on. So here we are with some shenanigans on the track. I'm gonna leave you all with a couple of laps on the track, maybe like 5, 6 laps. So for quick thing first and 2 second lap might be like just a quick rundown. So here's the thing. So this track, as you can see, is like a very short and very high speed. At the beginning, you may look, oh, that's gonna be easy. But here's some couple of like sections that might get you a little bit. So I'm gonna give a little tip here and there, and then I'm gonna give a full rundown. So yeah, right after the high speed corner, you're gonna have this kind of slow section here, which we're gonna break very close to the green zone, like greenscape area, and try to keep your line more over like out of it because the whole track on the below are gonna be very bumpy too. So we're gonna be struggling quite a lot around this. So after that, nothing like if you I would say like at first try to go slow in that section so you can get used to it. You're not gonna be stuffing too much about it. Now for another corner that was really tricky at first that I got really like kind of confused how to do is this one, the last corner. You're gonna be like really we have to be really careful with the throttle right there. It's like if you try to like accelerate like maximum throttle in the middle of it, you might struggle. So best hint here is make sure like the throttle is below the 50% and gradually increase power so you can have a little more smooth because even on that air we're gonna be bumping quite a lot. As you can see here, I'm following like a more inside line too because it kind of helps me with helps like giving more speed to the car and kind of follow it. Yes, there I started having my issues with the line too. Even though I used the ghost to help me, I still was trying to find my line with it too. It's kind of complicated to understand how to drive the car around this track, especially because the car is going to try to like either understeer and sometimes even like oversteer too much if you try to give power too early. And that's it. Now we're gonna go for the third lap. This like actually was my bad lap right now, which is the one I kind of struggle a little bit to get used to the car because I was trying to force the car a little bit more to the limit. So from this one, I'm gonna use it as a learning one, so I'm gonna get used to it too. Well, as it starts, nothing much here, just following the thing. But I think this one, like yeah, I follow like very close to the that kind of middle section here, trying to give the max speed possible. We're gonna be reaching like almost 220 miles per hour. So right now we're gonna break it right there, like at the green zone, a little early there, and try to follow the outside, really be on the outside. Here I did a little shenanigans, as you can see, get the penalizer lap, got me a little frustrated. They're gonna break close to the green zone too on your left side and try to follow this more like inside line. I just say careful here because the more you get in the curbs, the more the car can go sliding. These curbs are really weird, like similar to driving trail curbs, but more slippery. Here too, like the best zone is like trying to follow exactly this moving like inside the curbs. And there you go, like this place here, I kept try to keep like more like on the fourth gear because the car have less understeer and kind of stays better in the line. But it was still suffering a little bit with like top speed in the end. That's like kind of was the places I was struggling to get used to. As you can see, my issue on the track is exactly those corners. So I was much more recommending try to break really close to the green zone and try to follow more on the outside. I would say to go slow. Use the goals, but go slow because there's places will really catch you like on the very like limits. So now I'm gonna leave this and gonna give like a more just for kind of give like a rundown on the places, the best place to break. Maybe gonna help too. So let's go. So here, fifth gear. You can keep fifth gear here. It was my mistake. And the closer to the outside, the better. But no, better to see like my no commentary. I'm just just giving little small opinions here. Now once more, braking close to the green zone. Keep fourth gear here. I think is better. Now here too, in this next this triple S brake right past the 100 close to the 100, like to the green mark on the side, and try to follow this more like inside line too. As you guys can notice, it kind of follow this is gonna make it better for you too. A little bit of a catching situation here, but happens sometimes. That here, as you can see, here was a little goaded. So yeah, as you can see, if you gradually increase the speed like after like the middle section, you kind of can have a little bit of like power. Maybe I got misunderstood a little bit there, but yes. Now, with this said, hope this helps a little bit. I'm gonna come back later. Now, guys, enjoy the full lap, no commentary, just like straight up full power, maybe. So there we have it, like a very different sort of video. I'm sorry about the quality too. I'm not used to it, just using like a headphones to do this. So if you guys enjoy this too, maybe you're gonna like try to use something better to record it. So we gotta have like a better quality too. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy it and stay tuned.